I'm Prabhu from Nekota and I love listening to Today FM.
My name is Stanley Godler and I'm from Australia, but I'm part Fijian from Watraki, and I love listening to Today FM Rocks.
For the best music and less talk, we tune into Today FM in Nasilai Village. Today FM rocks.
My name is Inai Ali and I'm from Ba, and I love the big breakfast on Today FM. I just love it and hope you love it too.
My name is Jay from La Paz. I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
My name is Naushin and I'm from Sambeto, and I love Today FM. Today FM rocks.
Today's hit music on Today FM.
Good evening, I'm Amrita Priya Darshni and this is FBC News. Tonight, Christmas, a time to reflect on damage and destruction left by natural disasters. Additional manpower to help seal potholes. And Ngamea Island villagers want to relocate after landslide. Merry Christmas to all, and helping the victims of Tropical Cyclone Winston and the recent flooding personifies the true meaning of Christmas. The Archbishop of the Catholic Church, Peter Lloyd Chong, says this time is all about unity and peace and giving every individual a chance to start anew. Kelly Vadala reports.
The reason for the season, as many would say, Fijians reflecting on the year that's been and seeking spiritual guidance. Catholics fill the Sacred Heart Cathedral in Suva for Christmas Eve Mass.
Jesus is Lord, Savior, and for the Jews it's a time for hope, a time for life, a time that brings them the experience of being saved, so that in Jesus they have found something that's worth living for, worth giving up everything for, and to follow and to continue the mission of Jesus. For us today then, this is what will give Christmas the real meaning, that we can share this life, the life of Jesus with others, that we can be hope, we can help people, we can give them meaning, especially in these hard times. People are still recovering from TC Winston and of course the recent flood.
Hundreds of people of different races attended the Christmas Vigil Mass with their families and friends to celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ, which is the true meaning of Christmas.
Time to be thankful, but to appreciate also what we have and who we are, and it's a test of our character and how we can rebuild, and the birth of our Savior gives us that opportunity to celebrate.
Out of all the disasters, people should be happy to celebrate this type of celebration. Christmas is the birth of Jesus, so people have to celebrate in sharing and giving love.
And it's almost like a renewal, isn't it? And it depends on the individual and how they take it. We must either take a positive stance or a negative stance. I truly believe that we can only do what we can for each other on a personal level, and reaching out to the communities where we know people are in need of things, and that's as far as we can go.
Christmas is also about unity, sharing. Pray to everyone to be safe and not to be a victim anymore.
Archbishop Peter Lloyd Chong says Christmas is an opportunity for all denominations to build on unity and peace. Kelly Vadala, FBC News.
President Major General retired Tiote Konrote has urged Fijians to reflect on the values and teachings of Jesus Christ as we celebrate Christmas today. Major General Konrote says in the wake of yet another extreme weather event, a great many of us have gathered to celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ.
President Tiote Konrote says as Fijians recover from the floods and the loss of crops and possessions, we should be thankful that we have been spared the loss of life.
Our thoughts today are not only with those who have suffered because of the latest tropical depression, but with the families of the 44 Fijians whose lives were claimed by Winston. May the peace of Christmas especially be with you and yours this Christmas Day, with all the memories it must hold of being with your loved ones in previous years. The prayers of every Fijian are with you.
President Konrote says Christmas is for reflecting on the life Jesus led, one of love, tolerance, and compassion, which goes hand in hand with festivities.
Let us rededicate ourselves as a nation on this day. Christians and adherents of other religions, to building a Fiji built on the values that Christ embodied of love, peace, truth, justice and tolerance.
The president also remembered peacekeepers who are away from their families in his Christmas message.
Fijians care for each other and they care about the world, whether it is sending our troops to keep the peace for the citizens of other nations, sending our civilian volunteers to build capacity in our Pacific neighbors, or leading the fight against the effects of climate change or the threat to our oceans and seas.
President Conrote says 2017 is a big year for Fiji, leading COP23 and the next phase of the fight against climate change. Fiji has also been tasked to co-host the United Nations Oceans Conference and the fight against pollution and overfishing. Ritika Pratap, FBC News.
And as we celebrate the festive season, a number of prominent Fijians have sent best wishes to all of Fiji.
The viewers out there, especially to the families of all our peacekeepers, I can rest assured that our troops are well and well taken care of in the respective missions that they are serving in. I wish all the families a very happy Christmas and a safe and happy New Year in the coming year, and hopefully, I'm sure, with the current arrangement that we have, all your loved ones will come back to Fiji and you'll meet them in good health. Thank you very much.
Merry Christmas everyone and Happy New Year from the Fiji Women's Rights Movement. We wish you and your family a festive season. Stay safe and be well.
I wish every children out there a very Merry Christmas, and I do hope that they will take this time to reflect more on values and virtues and prepare themselves well for a year which will be, I do hope, more rewarding to them as they pursue their educational dreams.
We have all persevered throughout the year in education, especially the teachers, the students and the parents. We have all worked hard and we know that we all are now going to get a well-deserved holiday. My advice to the students is that they must be very careful in terms of looking after their safety and security. They must know where they are, who they are with. It's very important.
The National Disaster Management Office and all the stakeholders that are working with us with regards to the current weather system and also the past events that we have had. We would like to wish you a Merry Christmas and also a Happy New Year. But be mindful of the floods, be mindful of the some of the issues that can take you to task, and we hope that you will be able to prioritize on your safety.
Fiji Roads Authority has engaged 48 local subcontractors to help carry out restoration works on the roads. Chief Executive John Hutchinson says these contractors have been working non-stop since December 16th. Ritika Pratap reports.
Almost no stretch of road has been spared by the recent heavy rain. Even newly constructed roads have some of the largest, deepest potholes ever seen.
Doing a pothole repair is like putting a piece of sticking plaster on a wound. It's temporary. We have to come back and do long-term repairs. People ask the question, why don't we do long-term repairs? We have a program of rehabilitation and reseals, and we're working through that.
John Hutchinson adds they've brought in additional resources to carry out repairs as quickly as possible. The FRA has 40 work crews out and about in the 3 divisions, focusing only on pothole repairs.
We have commenced night works, particularly around the central, the CBDs and in the Suva area. The work crews around Suva itself, over the next 48 hours we focused on Fletcher, Mead, Grantham, Kelsa, Queens Road, Nassori Bypass, and at night we'll be focused principally in and around Toorak on Waimanu, Amy, Robertson Roads, Gordon Street and so on.
The crew has made significant progress about a week after work began, and Hutchinson says things should improve in time to come.
So far, we've repaired over 11,000 potholes. That's an average of 2,000 potholes a day. Unfortunately, we have some 50,000 potholes estimated still to do. So there's a fair amount of work there, and I don't shy away from that.
Some of the roads have been badly damaged with multiple potholes, and negotiating around them is almost impossible. In some instances, drivers have little choice but to drive through the bad patches. Ritika Pratap, FBC News.
Raketi villagers on the island of Gamea in Taviuni want to be relocated following massive landslides last Sunday that destroyed homes, a primary school and a health centre. Eleanor Turangaview reports villagers are ready to start over in a new location with fewer dangers from natural disasters.
Raketi villagers feel it is no longer safe to continue to live here after the devastation caused by 3 landslides last weekend.
The village chiefs and elders have met, and we, the villagers, have also discussed and agreed that we would like to relocate as soon as possible.
The proposal has been put forward to the team of government officials that were on the island on Wednesday to conduct assessments on the damage sustained from the landslide.
The sun has started to come out and the landslide is giving off a bad stench. For health reasons, we want to move out of here. We are asking government if we can be relocated.
Based on the assessment made by the team, it's recommended that machines and manpower be deployed to the island to clear and clean the village immediately. The Water Authority of Fiji is to undertake repair works as soon as possible, and the Ministry of Agriculture is to conduct assessment on the duration of food ration and also start rehabilitation on the farms that were destroyed. As well, both the health centre and the primary school will have to be relocated. The Ministry of Itoke Affairs, Environment and Mineral Resources are to visit the island to identify the suitable sites for this relocation work. Eleanor Turangaview, FBC News.
Coming up on FBC News, our successful Fijian segment profiles 2 men who spend their days cleaning up after litter bugs. Stay with us.
Bula, I'm Dori from Nasinu Market. My choice is simple, Gold FM. Only the classic hits.
My name is Yvonne. I'm from Nandi. I love Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Sayandra, my name is Sunny. Only the Gold FM at Golden Point Resort, Raki Raki.
Hi, I'm Anna of Nasinu. When it comes to a radio, my choice is always Gold FM. Only the classic hits.
My name is Anna and I'm from Nandi. I love listening to Gold FM. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Welcome back to FBC News. A 30-year-old man is in custody for his alleged involvement in the aggravated robbery at the Lotus Money Exchange outlet in Suva. The incident happened 2 weeks ago. The man was arrested at a Suva hotel late this week, and several foreign currency notes have been recovered. Police have also recovered the safe from a cliff along Wailoku in Tamavoa, Suva. The hunt continues for other suspects. The Spinal Injuries Association has received 24 new motorized wheelchairs to help its members. The wheelchairs have been donated by PhysioNet UK through the British High Commission. Association Executive Director Joshko Wakaniyasi says they have been able to assist thousands of people through their partnership with the Vodafone ATH Fiji Foundation. An additional grant of $30,000 was also given by the Vodafone ATH Fiji Foundation. Well, not everyone gets to spend quality time with family and friends over the festive season. There are those who don't have some of the luxuries that most people enjoy. Tonight, in the successful Fijian segment, FBC News decided to profile 2 men who sweep the streets for a living, making barely enough to get by in life. Sainiani Boiler reports.
Successful Fijians is brought to you by the Fiji Development Bank, your partner in progress.
52-year-old Suresh Chandra doesn't have any special plans for Christmas. He's just glad to get a day off work for some much-needed rest.
I start early in the morning sweeping the roads here in Suva every day. I start cleaning from here around Totongo Police Station right down to MHCC. Then I go up to Foster Street. I have no other source of income but this. It is a struggle every day because it is hard work and sometimes we get injured while trying to maintain cleanliness for the public. This is the only work that can help me have a bit of money to provide for home needs.
So why profile a street worker as a successful Fijian? Chandra is one of many unseen and mostly ignored Fijians who are responsible for the upkeep of towns and cities. They clean the rubbish we leave behind. It's a thankless job, regardless of whether it's Christmas, New Year or any other day in the calendar.
I wanted to go to Nandi, but I can't afford to travel and see my kids, so I have no other choices this Christmas, but I have to work and earn some money for next year's too. Because no one will help me financially, so I decided to just have a normal day like any other working day.
69-year-old Mangal Singh also cleans the streets in Suva. For him, this is one of the few days in the year where he can put his feet up and not have to clean up after others. A much-deserved break from his normal daily routine.
Since it's Christmas, I will be going home and spending some time with my family. I am always up early in the morning to clean the street, so I don't get to see them until I get home in the afternoon. I have bought myself beer and stock it at home, and we'll have a lot of merrymaking with friends too. But I will be back tomorrow because the street will need cleaning, since everyone will be littering and having their parties late at night.
For these street sweepers, it's all about setting priorities right, having the strength to carry on, to earn more for the family. So as you celebrate with your family, think about Suresh and Mangal before you throw rubbish carelessly. As it is, they'll have a lot to do when they call into work tomorrow. Sainiani Mboila, FBC News.
Successful Fijians was brought to you by the Fiji Development Bank, your partner in progress.
Fiji Sevens coach Gareth Beba sends his greetings from Hong Kong. And former national rep raises his concern to Fiji football. This and more after the break.
Salabuki may nakaulebu na kiala lebu au saborong tunga en Radio Fiji 1 nando may biti na po ang ganbiyan yato.
Ebi nakabeyaw Radio Fiji 1 nando may biti na po ang ganbiyan na evangolite ay rakiraki.
Kay mami na marama ni Northland. Kay mami daw talenta ka na Radio Fiji 1 nando may biti na po ang ganbiyan yato.
Na Radio Fiji 1 nando may biti na po ang ganbiyan yato.
Welcome to FBC Sports. Now, no one doubts the fact that the Vodafone Fiji Sevens team holds a special place in the hearts of all Fijians. Young and old, people of all backgrounds come together to celebrate when the boys display their game in the Sevens series. And on this Christmas Day, the team is sending season's greetings to fans in Fiji and abroad. Vashnil Prasad reports.
We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year!
A special Christmas wish from the National Sevens heroes.
I want to wish everyone well out there, for the festive season coming up, and a blessed New Year. And on the same token, I would like to thank the whole of the nation, everyone from all sectors of our community for supporting Fiji Sevens this year.
Nathaniel Idawanimbuka, who was part of the Olympic gold medal winning team, has called on the fans to keep supporting the side next year.
We'll all agree that 2016 has been a milestone year, it's been a massive year, and the team could never achieve that without the support of the nation. It's a national sport, it is your team, and thank you very much for supporting the boys through thick and thin. And God willing, come 2017, we'll need that support once more, and you can rest assured that this team will do all it can to work hard and go the extra distance in preparation to perform.
The national team players march into camp soon, and Idawanimbuka expects everyone to meet the required fitness level.
Asking players out there who are in the national squad to really work hard and don't expect to come into camp and do the hard work there. This is when you do the work, when you are away from camp.
Fiji Sevens has become a brand name in rugby, and fans want the fame and glory to continue to grow in the years to come. Vashnil Prasad, FBC Sports.
And Vodafone Fiji Sevens coach Gareth Beba has extended his greeting to Fiji from Hong Kong on Christmas Day. Weber, who will be in the country next week, sent his message through FBC Sports saying, quote, "Wishing all of you supporters of the Fiji team a very happy Christmas. Looking forward to seeing you in the new year," unquote. TFL Fijiana 7 side has marked 2016 as one of its most successful ones, with the Olympic Games capping off an impressive run. While there have been changes to the men's 7 side, the women's team stay the same in the new year, focused on winning a tournament in the current season. Vashnil Prasad reports.
The Fijiana 7 side has picked up the momentum since becoming full-time contenders in the Women's 7 Series. Coach Ilyesa Tanivula, who's been with the team for the past 3 years, says it's hard work that's brought the girls this far.
Attitude on and off the field. We got to come in hungry and really want to put on the jersey and compete well. We've set the target in the Dubai, so it's something we've got to try and improve. Which is measurable. From 5 we want to get to the top 4 or in the top 2.
Finishing 5th in Dubai, focus now turns to Sydney Sevens, where a few changes are expected when the final 12 is named.
Probably looking at 1 or 2 changes, but yeah, time will tell. And I guess injuries, we've got a couple more weeks. It's something that's out of our control when it comes to injuries, but we can just manage it and hopefully the players recover quickly. But
Captain Ana Maria Rongida has been a role model for the newcomers and says competition within the team is tough.
I know their talent, and some of us in the team, we have to work harder because Sydney 7 is not that easy, because we have Australia in our pool game, and Australia is the number 1 in the series.
Fiji hopes to finish in top 4 at the Sydney Sevens in February. Vashnil Prasad, FBC Sports.
Vodafone Flying Fijians coach John McKee has sent his greeting and has thanked the fans for the support throughout this year. McKee says with some big test matches lined up for next year, they hope fans continue to be with the team as they look forward to qualifying for the 2019 World Cup in Japan.
A big Vinaka Vakalevu for all the support you've shown to the Flying Fijians over the year, and we really hope that you all enjoy Christmas with your families, and we really look forward to your support in the new year with the Warriors program initially, and then with the big Test series in June. So once again, thank you very much to all our supporters, and have a really good and blessed Christmas and a very enjoyable new year.
Fiji football star Roy Krishna hasn't forgotten fans at home. Meanwhile, Fiji Football Association has targets to reach new heights when the season begins next year. Fiji FA Chief Executive Bob Kumar says this year has been a milestone for the association, sending a team to the Olympic Games for the first time. Kumar says they hope to achieve more in the coming years.
It has been a very busy year with too many activities taking place, but we accept that. We are in the game that continues to grow and the demand increases, so definitely the events has to be catered for.
And former Fiji football midfielder has called on the Fiji FA to contract more players overseas to improve the standard of the game locally. Shalen Lan, who now lives in New Zealand, believes the level of football has dropped. Vashnil Prasad reports.
Former Suva national team player Shalen Lal believes Fiji could beat teams like New Zealand and Australia if players are well looked after.
They've contracted their top players out of New Zealand. I think Fiji needs to start doing that. If they can have about 50% of their players contracted outside of Fiji, playing in those top leagues, I'm pretty sure Fiji is going to come to a level where they'll start beating New Zealand and doing well in the World Cup qualifiers.
Lal, who was one of the crafty midfielders of his time and helped Fiji to many victories, says the quality of play has reduced dramatically.
One thing I would like to say is to the young guys, no disrespect to them, there's a lot of kick and chase football nowadays in Fiji, as I watched or witnessed last night. And what I would advise the young boys to do is have a little bit of composure, keep the ball to their feet, have possession, and possession wins you the game. So.
Although he's critical of standards and the progress of players in Fiji, Lal still follows local tournament with a passion.
Fiji has always been home, and soccer has been passion, so I have been following and have been wishing the lads, always wishing them good luck in the games they about to play or the tournaments they enter. So I've kept a close eye on the teams over here. So, yeah.
The former Suva resident believes if things are done right, Fiji could play its first World Cup in the near future. Vashnil Prasad, FBC Sports.
Former England football boss Sam Allardyce has signed a 2.5-year contract to take over as manager of Premier League strugglers Crystal Palace. Allardyce's first match in charge will be the league game at fellow Londoners Watford on tomorrow. Generally fine weather was experienced over the country today. Looking at temperatures in all major centres hit the 30s today, with 32 the hottest in Nandi. Tomorrow's forecast is for fine conditions in the morning and afternoon showers over the Fiji group. And for Tuesday, fine apart from brief showers over the interior and eastern parts of the larger islands. Southeast winds 15 to 20 knots, moderate seas, moderate southeast swells. Recapping the headlines. Churchgoers remember the trials of Fijians during the year while celebrating Christmas. Additional manpower to help repair potholes. And one arrested for aggravated robbery at foreign exchange outlet 2 weeks ago. For these stories and others, you can tune in daily to our sister radio station, Gold FM. Now to our poll question. This week we ask, do drainage issues need immediate attention? To answer, visit our FBC website. You can send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email, citizenseyes@fbc.com.fj, or share it with us via our Facebook page, FBC News. If you're on Twitter, follow and tweet us those news tips at FBC News, or simply hashtag FBC News. That was FBC News for tonight. From me and the team here, a very Merry Christmas. Do stay safe. I'm Amrita Priyadarshini. Good night.
It's me Simstar here right from the Rakitiki town. और सुबह ब्रेकफास्ट शो में मैं सुनता हूँ. जब ब्रेकफास्ट शो में रहता है अश्नील और संगीता के साथ, इसी के साथ सुनते सुनते 11 से 2 भाभी दी का शो जितेन शामिल. You know something? Rakiraki Mirchi FM is hot.
मैं हूँ श्वेता दुकुशा नर्सरी से. लोग देखते हैं ईद का चांद, लेकिन मेरा चांद तो मिर्ची FM है.
हमारा नाम जाबिर है. हम कोर्निविया नसोरी में रहता है. मिर्ची FM हम सब टाइम सुनता है. मिर्ची FM बहुत जुलूम है. मिर्ची FM is hot.
Mirchi FM, it's hot.